WatchESPN.com brings you the most live college basketball games on the web. Join us tomorrow night as South Florida hosts Florida A&M. You can only see Florida A&M at South Florida right here on WatchESPN.com Thursday at 7 p.m. A multitude of problems for Fran Dunphy's team on the defensive end. How do they get that momentum back?
You know, I hate to be simplistic about this, but I think Temple needs to show a little bit more intensity on the defensive end. Right now, they're down 12 points, and they're playing against a team that really has the confidence going. They have to not turn the basketball over. They have to get back in transition because TSU is pushing the basketball, and they have to figure out a way to counteract Murray on the offensive end, either by double-teaming him or by fronting him. But he is getting positioned too easily, whether it's in man-to-man or when Temple plays zone.
And now for the first time tonight, we see full court pressure by the Owls. They have relinquished 38 points in the paint to the Tigers with the basketball here controlled by Ray Penn Jr. He's working with Johnson Danner up top. Murray comes back in after the timeout. And they go to him with 10 to shoot. Over Lee. Over 30 points tonight for Murray.
And again, they continue to play him one-on-one. And he continues to eat them for dinner.
31 officially for Murray, his third 30-point contest of the year. 2 points away from his high this season. Lee from 17 rattles home over Murray that time. This is very reminiscent, John, of the contest against Texas, where Temple was down seemingly the whole contest. The whole building thought that the Owls were out of it, but they kept coming back slowly but surely, and they made it a game by the end of the contest. Foul on Lee here as Murray will go to the line, his third.
And you'll see a little cross screen again. Now, where's Pepper right here? He has to be bumping the cross cutter in some capacity. You cannot let the leading scorer, probably the best player on the team, just flash across the lane by one cross screen.
That was a good screen there for Darius Gibbs to free up Murray. And there you see a lot of people loving the performance of Murray.
And just think, they didn't have to change colors. Same colors as Temple, you just flip it. Cherry and white, maroon and white for Texas Southern.
Murray now with 33 points. The floor record here at the Liacouras Center is 36 by an opponent from Richmond, David Gonzalez. Murray has a chance to eclipse that. 7 minutes have gone by here in half number 2 with Temple trailing by 13. Rodriguez tiptoeing the line. It will stay on this end of the floor, however, but great hustle there by Jose Rodriguez, and Mike Davis and his coaching staff has to love that. As you alluded to, John, this whole contest, Davis's team very active, not just on the offensive side, which they're dominating, but defensively really halting Temple.
Look like a very confident team. They don't look like they came in here just to play for this game and collect the check and go home.
Pepper with the offensive board over Murray. Lean cleans up. Gibbs looking for a streaking Murray off the window, and he beats Lee in the foot race. 35 for the big man from Philly. Just no answers for Temple. Cummings, too strong. Went off of Dingle and back to Texas Southern. This 2-3 defense by Rodriguez's club and Texas Southern in the maroon jerseys working very well for Davis's unit.
See, at this point now, Temple trying to pick up full court, which is not really their forte on the defensive end. They're more of a half-court man-to-man defensive team, and that's going to be a charge, I think, on Rodriguez.
And Lee takes it wisely. That's a point of emphasis this season, that the defensive player has to be set before there's an upward movement to the basket.
And that's a time right there where you may want to either pull it out or you come to a jump stop and try to get the little kiss off the glass.
Scott will come in as a result because it was Rodriguez's third foul. Temple with Dingle and Cummings up top. Lee, DeCozy, and Dalton Pepper. Trailing by 14 here in the second half. They isolate Lee one-on-one over Murray, and Anthony Lee is being called on very often.
And Lee's using his quickness in the post. He has those quick little jump hooks with both hands. If you're Murray, you want to force him to his right because Lee is left-handed.
He's amassed 16 points tonight. But every time Temple scores, the Tigers certainly have an answer. Scott was looking for Murray that time, saw the double team, and wisely kicked it out in under 10 to shoot for the Tigers, and it's in Ray Penn Jr.'s hands. They isolate him. Pass Cummings, tough shot. Cummings tries to get past Gibbs, off the window, and good for Will Cummings, the leading scorer on this Owls unit. Now, John, all of a sudden under a 10-point contest.
And if you're Temple, you want to try to get the crowd back into this basketball game. You want to get some stops, maybe a few deflections, some easy buckets in transition to get some momentum flowing your way. And there goes one still right there.
Cummings tries to go past Scott, bumps him, and he'll go to the line. Boy, Scott was looking for Murray. Couldn't find him, had to quickly retreat back on the defensive side, and Cummings had the nice answer. All of a sudden, we have a ball game in Philly with Temple just down by 9.